Good afternoon, professional colleagues. Today I would like to present certain aspects of the industry-specific healthcare module which we have developed and updated. This research module is intended for professional updation and studies for those who are pursuing finance careers. It will also be of significance to CA students and other students who are pursuing professional courses or have taken up commerce stream. The intention of the healthcare module is that it is a very critical sector, particularly in the context of the COVID pandemic, which our country has been facing, as with many other countries worldwide, over the past 2 years. We are a group of entities, including 2 boutique management consulting companies, and I am a senior chartered accountant who's been in practice for 38 years and would like to share my international and domestic experience in financial control roles and with globally leading firms and in CA practice in India. Through this healthcare module, we have developed something specific for students to enable them to have practical exposure, which is a requirement of CA course in which 3 years of CA articleship is mandated before qualifying as a chartered accountant. The similar practical experience has to be taken from finance professionals, both in the cost and management accounting and in company secretary careers. However, broadly, the commerce students and the postgraduates in commerce do not have similar opportunity to take practical training as part of their curriculum. And this has been found deficient many a time when they come into a job scenario, whether in industry or in finance professional offices. So the thrust is to have certification courses which go in tandem with their regular courses. As far as the healthcare sector is concerned, it is splintered into various industries. The most important industry is the hospital industry, which comprises of small consultancy nursing and clinics and nursing homes, and there are medium-sized bedded hospitals and even specialty hospitals which may have 2 or 3 specialties like gynecology, pediatrics and general medicine, and there are multi-specialty hospitals and all India renowned central government institutes like the AIMS and the regional cancer centers. So there is also emerging verticals which are gathering momentum, like the medical tourism, like health insurance is assuming significance, particularly because during COVID many people have to undergo hospitalization, which incurred heavy cost, and not being insured was proving a very high out-of-pocket expenses for people, particularly when they were not having regular employment or had lost their jobs. So the importance of health insurance had come more significant than ever before. Then medical outsourcing, because of India's demographics and particularly because many developed countries were seriously affected by COVID, the medical outsourcing sector, the industry, and medical R&D was got a boost. So there are various verticals which we are seeing within the healthcare sector, which are being covered by the certification course. Similarly, besides the practical exposure, normally in our normal curriculums, whether it's professional curriculum or the academic courses of recognized universities, those are going into subject specific knowledge, and students are being trained and tested and given grades based on their competence in subjects. However, when it comes to an industry job, the students are required as entry level to know various things about the industry itself. So in this particular course, when they undergo training, or when they go undergo training with experienced professionals, they are able to look at these subjects which they studied from a specific industry perspective, as we are mentioning about the healthcare. So this is a different type of education which we are trying to position to be able to answer, give some credible answer to India's present problem of unemployment. It can be disseminated both in the form of Zoom sessions, online learning, and on the other side classroom sessions by experienced professionals and teachers who can be faculty, and we can disseminate it also through workshops, and students will gain an exposure when they are having hands-on training in actually conducting small research, whether primary or secondary, in a specific area of knowledge, which will be selected in consultation with them, and mentoring will be provided, so that at the end of a 4-month or 6-month certification course, they will be better positioned to in as far as interpersonal skills are concerned, good communication skills both in written and spoken English. All these are intended through the course. When it can be done either full time or in tandem with the main course education, or it can be done even after graduation or post graduation as an add-on certification course, which will be of value. Specific focus is given to automation, which is now gathering momentum, particularly during the COVID period, when physical presence, whether on job or for direct classroom learning, was affected. So online learning requires automation, and the automation is also getting so pervasive that there are cyber crimes, and even government in major areas like income tax, GST, have started using portals and using artificial intelligence. Similarly, the country is now encountering the situation of having to use blockchain to control cryptocurrencies, which are being legitimized with appropriate tax slabs. Similarly, Internet of Things, machine learning, all are big data, and all are gathering momentum to deal enormous volumes of data, which will not be easily possible to data crunch. Similarly, data analytics is gathering momentum. So it is imperative for people seeking financial careers, whether at entry level or at senior level, to be able to understand the basics of all these areas of automation. And similarly, there are due to cyber crimes, proper internal control systems are required, where one has to understand forensic accounting and how fraud investigation has to be dealt with. At the same time, how a management can have effective financial controls in place, particularly over financial reporting, so that a true and fair view can be, the opinion can be given. So these are taken care of by a group of professionals who are multidisciplinary, from risk consulting, from insurance, from basic financial control roles to statutory audit to internal audit. So we have a group of professionals who are disseminating this knowledge based on the research given by international organizations like the UN, the World Health Organization. Similarly, consultancy firms of repute like Bain and Company, the Big Four firms, Accenture. We do focus on the latest in accounting and international standards. We have focus on international standards on quality management, which is becoming mandatory for audit firms at the end of the financial year 2022. Sorry, the calendar year 2022 is the implementation date for the ISQM, the International Standard on Quality Management. We are doing project on that. So all in all, this certification course and this research could be of immense benefit to students in molding their career. Thank you.